Lastly, I will introduce this metrics module of PyHealth, which is essentially a wrapper for these sklearn metrics. And we further group those metrics into three types. That is for binary classification, multi-class classification, and multi-label classification. And that also corresponds to the modal arguments, the mode argument. And here I show an example of using this PyHealth metrics. As you can see here, this API is very similar to sklearn, but the only difference is we integrate all those sklearn metrics into one function, and all you need to do is just give a list of metrics names you want to compute. So this is essentially a simplified and integrated version of sklearn's metrics. And the output is a dictionary whose key is the corresponding metric you're going to compute, and the value is the evaluated result. Lastly, I will go over this metrics model. So our PyHealth metrics model is essentially a wrapper for the sklearn metrics. And we further group those metrics provided by sklearn into three types: multi-class classification, multi-label classification, and binary classification. Let's first take a look at this binary classification metrics. So as you can see here, we first just randomly generate some true labels and some predicted probabilities. And here we just listed all the supporting metrics of our model, including PIUC, LCUC, accuracy, etc. And to calculate the corresponding metrics, all you need to do is to import a corresponding metric function from PyHealth. So here we include the binary metrics function, and then it takes three arguments here. The first one is the true labels. The second one is the predicted probabilities. And the third one is a list of metrics where a single metric is a string. So this can be any subset of all these metrics listed here. And as you can see here, the return is a dictionary whose key is the corresponding metric name, and the value is corresponding output. So next, I will show the multi-class classification metrics, which is very similar to the binary classification. So here, the true label and the probability label takes exactly the same format as required by sklearn, and this matrix here is similarly just a subset of whatever metrics we supported. And that goes the same for this multi-label classification, where we supported even more different metrics, including different average schemes such as micro, macro, weighted, and samples. So here I listed a few resources for PyHealth, including our webpage, GitHub. PyHealth live videos is also recorded, and you can find it in our YouTube channel, AI for Health. And for all those codes listed in the slides, you can find it in our course money tutorial, which is listed in our website. And each of this is a Jupyter notebook that can directly run on Google Colab. So you don't need to set up any local environment to try our package. And finally, I want to give a brief intro to our next PyHealth Live, which I believe Patrick will cover medical code mapping and also medical code looking up. This will be next Wednesday at 8 p.m. same time, 1 week from now. And thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, you can contact me, or you can just raise an issue in our GitHub repo. Thank you.